All right, hi everyone. This is my deck of panning update for the month of October. This is take 3. I tried starting this video 3 times, so we'll see how this one goes. Deck of Panning is a game started by Emily and Max. I think this is the 5th round now, and she created this book. She created this game inspired by a booktuber game from Books with Maddie, where it's basically deck of cards, you draw a card, and it correlates with a prompt that's on an Google Doc, Google Sheets, Excel sheet essentially. And she basically updates that every month. Wow, I'm tripping over my words. So this is the take you guys are gonna get. Whew, let me slow down a little bit. I've been very excited for this update because I actually have a full rollout after rolling in a Joker last month. So very proud of that. Had a few other ones that are heavy hitters that are rolling out. So I'm so excited to update you guys. The first one is the Joker that has been in here, I think, since the beginning of the year. Very close to the beginning of the year, like February maybe. And that is my Whirl lip liner. We're here now. This is it. Do you see the little nub sticking out? Like, it's starting to hurt my fingers whenever I sharpen it. Actually, like, my sharpener has like attachments to it, and I have to take out all those attachments because my fingernails are like rubbing up against it. But this is it. Like, it's sharpened past the M, it's sharpened past the Whirl. It's the size of like my thumbnail, literally. It is the tiniest thing I have ever seen. So yeah, I am just so happy that I've got to this far. I had to take some creative use. I was using it like as contour up here and like, super tiny. But I'm gonna call this done for the sake of the project. I might try to squeeze out one more. I think it was starting to kind of hurt my lips a little bit. So yeah, I don't even know what to do with this. I mean, other than like take a picture and like, this is it. But yeah, it's like that tiny in the cap. It's really hard to get out now. So I only have one more lip liner left, and that one's getting short too. It's also one of those those pencil ones I used to sharpen. So really, really happy with my lip liner progress this year. So that one is done. I think that one was actually a Queen of Spades at the time, and so I combined favorite brand, a matte lip, graveyard, and a mini. Actually, no, that was, maybe I like brought it back in. I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's what it was. I think was it like I had mini? Now I don't remember how I got it back in here. But either way, it's been rolling around this project for a while. All right, the next one is a bronzer. The prompt was bronzer, and I said I would use my taupe eyeshadow 18 times. And I did. I actually already put it back into my, wrong palette. Put it back into my library, if you will. And it was this one right here. I think it was originally like most similar to the Rosewood shade by Burberry. And I had decanted that from the packaging and put it in here. It's really taupey, isn't it? So I use it both outer corner and like contour topper on top of that I don't know, essentially cream bronzer. That worked out really well for me, I think, especially as I've been transitioning into kind of my more paler shade for the winter. So I got my 18 uses. Next one is glitter, and I said I would finish my Franken gloss at the time. Finished that, already recycled it. That was in a video. It was in a Rare Beauty packaging. That one is done. I actually pulled the Joker, and I was like, what do I do with this? And I chose to pull in my powder foundation, which is the MAC Powder Foundation in shade 3.5. Just because they already reformulated recently. I'm not going to purchase from MAC anymore. So it's kind of bittersweet to like really attempt to use this up. So I did, I think I pulled like 11 uses and I multiplied it by 3. So it's like a little bit higher of a use number, but not like crazy. And I was able to finish in a month because sometimes I powder my face more than once. Not every day, but like a lot of days, a few days, select days. Okay. Anyways, I was like, I think I was like either about to expose the ring or like had just exposed the ring at that point, but I have expanded it a little bit from the ring, and I can tell it's pretty shallow, and I'm starting to like really work at the sides and like lower it from the top. And I think if I was still purchasing from MAC, I would really reconsider it again. This is one of the few powder foundations that is 15 grams of product. This thing is huge. Like most powders on the market right now are like 8 to 10, 12 if you can find it. And I pulled up like a comparison chart and like using AI and stuff like that. And despite this heavy, like at the time it was like maybe 40 bucks, 15 grams, it came out to like $2.50 for each gram, and that's like comparable to drugstore prices. So very, very impressed by this product, good value. Fortunately not purchasing any more from the brand. So I'm kind of on the hunt for a new one. And I think by the time that I really thin this out, I'm actually going to start scraping it into my loose powder. So because I'm kind of bummed that I don't really have like a pigment to put in this anymore. This is just a mix of powder sunscreen and banana powder. And as much as it'll fit me during the pale summers, I don't like have anything really to like, you know, tint it up a little bit. So I think I'll use the rest of this to kind of tint this. I mean, I'll use more of it, but like once it really starts getting tough to get around the edges, I'll probably just scrape it in here and call that done. And that'll be the end of an era for me. I don't really know what my next powder, like foundation, pressed powder game is going to be, but I've been thinking about it a lot. Sorry, rambly, off topic, but it's been in my mind. Okay, last prompt to update you on is Out of My Hands. And I actually used my cards to choose the prompt that I had, and I chose blush. And actually, I don't think I even have the pan with me right now. I put it aside and I did not put it anywhere. Oh, is it this one right here? Yes, it is. I actually went ahead and decanted it. I had gotten to the rims there and just decided to scrape it all out and repressed it into, it's still in my condensed makeup palette. That one right there. And I think I didn't press it super firmly, so our pan is already showing. But yes, gonna continue to work it down, but I challenged myself to use it 10 times, and I did. And surprisingly, it worked well with a damp sponge. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up something I dropped. And was able to use up a lot of it that way. Use it with a brush from time to time too, and I think that's been just fine too. All right, let's get into, I don't know why I said run. Was I gonna say like run into, or I don't know. Words are not wording today. It's one of those weeks. It's Friday. I'm just done. All right, let me get my paper ready for this round. We're gonna do a full refresh. I don't think I've done a full refresh in so many months just because of that Whirl lip liner. And we'll do 5 prompts. There's a few prompts I've never gotten. I've never gotten, I don't really remember the last time I got Pickup 2. That might have been last round. I've never gotten the veto one, like ever, in the 1.5 years-ish that I've been doing this. And yeah, I think those are the 2 where I'm like, oh man, I wish I could get one of those where I could have the veto card. So maybe if I talk about the cards I want, they'll come into existence. But you never know. So I play this game a little bit differently from others. I think the official rules say to leave in 1 joker. I actually leave in both to up the ante a little bit. And I also not only pull cards for prompts, but I also pull cards for usage. Just because I am indecisive and I don't feel like thinking, because makeup for me is not about thinking. So I don't like to make my own decisions. So I just made the cards do it for me. So that's where we're at. All right, so I cut the deck for prompts and pick up from the top for uses. So let's see what we get this time. Let me cut it just a little bit more. All right, let's go. This is a 5 of hearts. And this time it is SPF. All right. I really only have 1, actually I guess 2 SPF products now. The powder foundation, or the powder, loose powder that I just showed you. I also have just like my daily SPF that I need to continue to use up. So maybe let's do this one, and we'll maybe find another opportunity to bring in my loose powder, because I do need to dip back into that now that I've reached my goal on the pressed powder. So top 2 cards, we're going to do 6 and A. So that's 17. Ace I treat as 11. So, and I mean, SPF is something I should be wearing every day. So this is 11, 17. And sorry, I'm like clicking this pen, and I really shouldn't do that because you could probably hear that. Okay, so the prompt is going to stay out. The usage cards are going to stay in. Shuffle and cut and cut and cut. Okay, 9 of clovers, spades, clubs is always the last word that comes to mind. 9 of clubs, and that is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like that. Easy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Honestly, lemons are not that hard, not that easy to squeeze. So I don't know why they call it easy peasy lemon squeezy. What would be a fruit that's easy to squeeze? I don't know, actually. That's not off the top of my head. What would be an easy goal? So I guess it's more just like an easy goal. It could be a quick finish product. Honestly, I've refreshed a lot of my products lately. Let's do this one. I am going through some mini moisturizers right now. Where's the other one? Pretty sure there was 2. Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me. I went to Sephora and the lady gave me a double sample of like moisturizers and serums I asked for. So like the serum fills up this whole container, like I put it in there, and then she gave me 2 samples of moisturizer, which is very, very generous. But I'm just gonna say finish these. You probably won't actually even see these again. They'll be done and in the trash. So shouldn't last me more than like a week, I would think. Okay, so this prompt is out. And let's do the next one. Ooh, I just saw this Joker flash before me as I was cutting the deck. All right, one more shuffle. And we will pull the next one. Okay, 5 of diamonds. Ooh, it's a 5 type of month. 5 of diamonds is copycat. It's usually copying somebody else, right? I think so. Let me just double check that prompt. Product you've seen someone else panning. I have not been keeping up with watching other people. I'm sorry. I miss you guys. I miss watching more frequently, but personal note, I actually removed the YouTube app and the Chrome app off of my phone because I was just getting so distracted. I have like an emergency like web browser that I can use, but I prefer not to touch that if I can. But yeah, I just haven't really been watching. There's really no way for me to, and it's actually kind of nice because when the kids are like, "Can I watch a video?" I'm like, "Actually, no, my phone can't handle that right now." So I just haven't really been watching a lot of it because I used to just watch it kind of in the background type of thing, and I kind of miss it. I really do, but it's been a kind of a tough one. So let me see if I can pull any just like inspiration or like what I remember some people panning. I don't think I'll be able to like point fingers, unfortunately. Like that's how out of touch I feel. Let me look. I mean, so many of my things are Frankens now, or like pulled out into kind of, oh, I did see someone doing, was it Sophie Alexandra? I think she was doing like a singles. She was giving like her singles a moment. I think her and like multiple people I think have been doing kind of a singles thing. So I think more maybe of a trend, which I've already do because all of my stuff, a lot of my stuff is in singles. I will focus on a single something. So let's see, I have these 2 in a, project. I think just this one I don't have in a project yet. Okay, so one of the singles in my condensed makeup palette is this one, All That Glitters. I just pulled that in this month, just to switch some stuff up, and so I've really been enjoying it, but I don't have like a focus on it right now. So let's pull on that one, and let's do that one. Let's see, yeah, 5 of diamonds, right? Did I already? Okay, it's already here. Yeah, okay, All That Glitters, like was not tracking with what I was writing down. And let's pull uses for that. Oh, Joker use. This is, I always like to show my Jokers. Just take a moment for the Jokers because it is a little collage of my kid. This is my first one. I love this corner. That face is so funny to me. She still makes super silly faces. I guess J for Joker too, but I feel like that trumps it. But maybe let me use it. Joker, 30 uses would be a lot, but I'm gonna have to use it anyways. Should I use 40 uses because it's 4 pictures? That's a lot to track, but let's do it. 40 uses. High usage goal. All right. Well, like I said, I'll let the cards choose for me. So Joker it is, and using those four pictures. I'm gonna take out the Joker prompt. I don't need to work with more than 2. Well, it's not more than 2. It'd never be more than 2, but I don't need to work with more than what I need to work with. So now that it showed up once, I'll just let that one go. But I don't know, we'll see. Actually, I've haven't even touched that one very much. I think only like a week's worth of use. So we'll see how much 40 uses can bring me. If I'm kind of between like a sponge and a brush right now, so it might not be as like focused use as I used to work through my shadows. It'd be interesting to at least get a really nice dip on that in 40 uses. So yeah, let's give it a try. All right, this one's the 9 of Hearts. 9 is a popular one for me this time. Graveyard. So I think that's a product that's been in a project before. And let's do that. I am working on that one. I'm wrapping up a primer, and I really want to just finish this one. This is another primer. It's the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Refine Zone. It's a really nice product, to be honest. But like I said, I'm not purchasing from MAC anymore, so I'm just trying to like roll them out. Let me see how many uses I'll get on it. 20. Okay, I'll do that. I was gonna say if it's like really low, then I just might try to finish it, but I think 20 uses is good. Right, so there's that one. And then the last one, I think I already put away that prompt. Last item here. Shuffle, shuffle. One more shuffle here. I have a lot more of like another primer I'm trying to work through right now, but it'd be nice to switch it up just for a little bit. Let me just, that's the one that keeps falling out of my condensed makeup palette every time I open it up. This is all that I've left in the little sample container. You can see right through it. I mean, it's such like a small container that it doesn't take me more than like a week or 2, maybe 2.5 weeks to work through it. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. Really just scraping the edges there. And I have a lot more of where that came from in this container here. So I'm just like showing off now. This is all that I've left. Actually, I haven't even looked at how much I've left. Oh, that seems maybe like 2, maybe 3 more of those mini containers. So it'd be nice to see this gone by the end of the year, but I do, you know, throwing this in the wrench right now too. Okay, well, shuffled, cut, and Jack of, ooh, first face card, very nice. Jack of Clubs. That is a mainstream product. Oh, mainstream is so tough for me now because I have Franken and everything. Actually, I have one that's kind of mainstream. And that one is, yeah, this one's Franken, that one's Franken. Should I do it? Okay, I'm between a few. Let me talk through it. Okay, so I did pick up my birthday gift from Sephora this year, and I recently bought this from Sephora. Actually, I got both these at the same day. I did add a little bit of glitter to this, so it's not like what you would get mainstream, but it is the Rare Beauty gloss in Nearly Mauve. It's a nice cool tone for me. But yeah, I mean, I recently used up my toner and have been trying to bring it back into the fold, but I could also just pull the toner from here. There's also a lip mask in here, which might be good to use actually. I don't really have a dedicated like clear balm type thing that I'm using night to night. I mean, not that this one's clear. I've used one of these before. There's a moisturizer, which I have the, you know, only the sample moisturizers left right now. I have a larger tube that I'm going to move into next. But I don't know if I want to pull the new one in just yet. Let me pull in the lip balm. I think that makes the most sense. It's not called the lip balm. It's a, never know, sleeping mask. So there's that. And these have 7 grams in them, right? No, 3 grams. Sorry. 7 grams is a lot. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so we'll bring this into the fold and start working on that. And uses, yeah, I think I'll do uses because oh, the Joker again. It's back. The other kid showed up. That's how they are, even in real life. That's how they do it. One comes and the other one comes. Okay. Hello, this is my second one. Actually, no, wait. The other one was a second one. I'm starting to mix them up. Oh, no. I was like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they just look so alike when they're younger. All right? Yeah, this is my first one. This is my second one. I should have known that. Wow, I feel like really dumb right now. It's been one of those weeks, like, as a mom being like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. And yeah, this has culminated into me mixing my kids as kids. But yeah, they look really similar as like babies. To me, babies, honestly, all babies look alike. I'm not one of those people who can be like, oh, I can tell, you know, looks more like mom, looks more like dad. I'm just like, baby. Okay, Joker. And the other card that I pulled was a 3. Let's see if there's anything I can come up with that. 3 to the power 4. That's 9 times. Is that really 9 times 9? 89 is a lot. No, I don't think I'm ready for 3 to the power 4. I could do 3 times. I get 3 times 4, but that's only 12. Bleh. It's like one of those moments. Let's just do twice that. 24. Yeah, let's do that. 24 uses. I'll probably get it done by next time, but it's like, you know, just a little bit more than like the usual pool I would get. Okay, so let's do the summary. Let's do the summary shot. We got a primer, we got a lip mask, we got the eyeshadow. We have the sample moisturizers and SPF. Oh, it's an interesting mix. This interesting mix. A bit of skincare, a bit of lips, and a primer. So a lot of it is, other than the eyeshadow, I think it's like all clear products. But that is just fine. My makeup use lately has not been super duper pigmented, so it tracks. It tracks. All right. I think I got everything. Thank you for getting through this doozy of an update. Very excited for what this month has to bring. Really happy with the 5 refresh, you know, ones, and the fact that Jokers came up twice. Still don't have that video one. Maybe the strategy just doesn't work either way. Like, you talk about it and the Joker shows up. You don't talk about the Joker and it shows up. You try to talk about the ones you want and they don't show up. And instead they send, you know, the Joker to come by twice. Yeah. I mean, it was fun. It's always fun. It's always fun to do this project. So if you're doing it, hope that your pools were better than mine. I don't know. Maybe less challenging than mine. And yeah, good luck with your products. So I will see you guys next month for an update. Hopefully, I feel like I will have probably like a 4 product rollout next month. Wow, we're almost at the end. Two more updates. So I think the only one that I'll kind of keep working on is all that glitter ones, unless I like am reapplying it throughout the day, which like that one's also an easy one to reapply. Watch me use that as like highlighter, mix it in with the blush. I might use that as 2 uses. Yeah, I'm not skimpy in terms of like just throwing my product all over my face and trying to get as much use and get those counts up. So I'll tell you how that goes. But thank you so much for watching this update, and I'll see you in my next one.